Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge, and today we're just doing a brief video. I got some of my good friends here from the short film that's coming up, Bag of Tricks. You can actually watch it in the description right now. Check this out now, because pretty soon this is going to be a full-length feature film, and you're going to have to pay oodles of money to see it because it's that amazing. So how's everybody doing today?
I'm doing great.
Good. Great,
So
great.
we are going to make this short and sweet. Let's start with you, Brantley. Bag of Tricks, this was kind of your brainchild. What can you tell us about Bag of Tricks? You got a special guest there with you as well.
Yeah, I've got the actual screen-used Timmy the Ghost costume. And I don't know if you can tell, but his burlap sack is there as well. And there's some stories to tell about that sack.
Every sack has a story, man.
It does. Yeah, the idea for Bag of Tricks started 2 years ago. I actually wrote the script right after we did our first short film for Horror House Media, which was Soundbite. We've been trying to get this thing produced ever since. It's one of Michael's favorite scripts that we had. It was one of my favorites. And just, you know how it goes. Sometimes you just can't get everything to line up. And we were very fortunate this last summer to finally get it off the ground, and I couldn't be happier with it. Jenna and Frank, who plays Ryan, her boyfriend in the film, and Callisto playing Timmy the Ghost. It was just perfect. It was actually better than what I imagined it could have been when I wrote it. It's kind of hard to pick one thing that stands out about the whole film, because overall, I think it's kind of a magical experience. It just worked so well. The chemistry,
even as a short film, as a fan, you don't want it to end. You know, you get to the end and you're like, no, I need more right now. That's why I'm so excited for this to become a feature, because it's so much fun.
Right.
Jenna, you are the lead actress in the film, and you did an amazing job. Great job. What can you tell us about filming? What was your favorite part about filming this?
Honestly, this was my first horror film, right? So I didn't know what to expect, because, like, you know, you watch these horror films online and, like, you don't know how they do the certain things, you know? So, like, I think, like, honestly, when we were filming it, I just first off, the set design was amazing. Like, when I walked in, I was like, oh my God, like, I feel like I want to go trick-or-treating. And then I think my favorite scene was when, oh, well, I don't know if I can say this, question mark. But, like the behind the scenes of, like, you know, doors slamming and, like, stuff like that happening, like, that was the coolest part for me, because, like, I was like, oh my God, how's it gonna make it work? Like, is it gonna look cool? Is it not? It was really cool.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and you can see that you guys were having fun. I know it's a horror short, but you can feel the energy that you guys were putting off. I could tell you guys had a really good time. What about you, Callisto? You were our little Timmy. How was it filming for you?
It was great. I loved it. Like, some of my favorite parts of it were being able to sneak through, and, like, I'd say my favorite part is dragging Ryan, the main character, into the door, because he is so much larger than I am that we had to really work to make that, like, seem realistic. Because, like, I used to work at UPS, so I'm still a beefy short guy, but, like, he is huge.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a big dude. He's like 6-something, and I am 5'2". So, like, that was for sure my favorite part, was doing that, and the sound effects and being able to be in the costume, even though I could not see anything.
I know.
I was blind. Sorry. Like, I loved it. It was fun.
Yeah, he's 6 foot, you're 5'2", and he still didn't stand a chance.
Exactly.
Now I got to go to my good buddy, Michael, the one that helps make a lot of my stuff possible, Mr. Michael Cologne. What about you, Michael? What was your favorite part of being a part of this?
That's such an odd question. Because I loved it all. I think it was just the fact that I got to work with really awesome people who were able to put their trust in me. You know, so I had already directed Jenna in a Christmas movie, and so we had already established a relationship. But, you know, for her to be able to come up to me and, like, she's never done horror, and for her to be able to trust me to guide her through that, I really liked. But then I also liked that, you know, you did have that dichotomy of Frank being like 6'2" or 6'1", and Callisto being so short, and still being able to find ways to make that work, right? Yeah. So, and I really, my answer to this question is I love being able to be in a medium where I can be collaborative, because like Brantley always, you know, loves when I take his work and I get to direct it, because I'm such a huge collaborator. And with Horror House, I love so much because we strive to be collaborative, but we also strive to be diverse. And I really, really cannot stress that enough, how important that is to me, because, you know, it is very, it's not very often that you find a lot of horror films that have two Black leads, which I love so much, that we're able to do that. And then, you know, and what's so great is them being Black isn't important to the story. They just happen to be really good actors, and they just happen to be two people that, you know, could be in everything life. I love that. And then, you know, that I was able to do a character with, you know, a person who was trans, and then Brantley and I are gay. So there's all these sort of like, it's so diverse, both in front of the camera and behind, you know. It's such a long answer. I don't mean to ramble, but I think that's what I love most about this particular project. It was that I was able to have a lot of diversity and a lot of control, and I had a lot of trust from people both behind and in front of the camera.
Right. And the good thing about it is, like you said, you got trans, you got Black, you got gay, and none of that matters, because it's, you know, you don't focus on none of that. You don't take away from any of that. It's just, you got amazing actors and amazing people that are working on a project, and the project came out so well. And like I said, this is going to be a feature eventually, and everybody's going to fall in love with it. And I'm going to be that guy that's like, I was there at the beginning. I'm going to be that guy. You know, it was, yeah, fuck you guys. I was there at first. This is mine. I love this. So make sure you guys, I can't stress this enough, down here in the description, we got the link. Make sure you're going to check this out. Subscribe to the channel, Horror Hound Media. They do so much great work. It's not just this. They do so much great stuff. So make sure you're subscribing. They deserve all the credit in the world, because they're out there kicking ass every day. Everybody, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. Don't hang up yet. I got a couple more questions for all of you guys. But everybody else watching, make sure, please, you're checking out Bag of Tricks. Not for me, not for Jenna, not Callisto, not Brantley, not Michael, but for you, because this is a treat for you. So make sure you're checking it out. Keep talking horror. Stay what you are, and we'll see you guys soon.
Do you remember that old rhyme from when we were kids? You know, Timmy, trick or treat.
Come on, you don't think that that's the...
What if this is it?
Ha ha ha.